Hey folks, quick video. Now, of course, if I uh, need any more info, which I get plenty of it from, I got two reliable sources, one each, Super Sly 75 and Truth Teller 4. Wait a minute. And Truth Teller 410. But anyway, I talked about this with somebody long time ago. I said I was gonna do it, and I may as well go ahead and do it. I don't know how the hell it slipped through, but we just been like super busy. But anyway, here it goes. Give your comments, leave your comments, give me a like if you like the content. If you don't like the content, then I'm used to the thumbs downs anyway. But anyway, let's go ahead and roll with this. Now you see the title, and you see it's from liveabout.com. Okay, they're strictly music. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. Now, we had live streams. I even had a stream, and Sly came to my stream and given us that bacon sandwich on the music industry and how they get down, and this label and producers, and how the money is chopped up. And trust me, you're going to be on the short end when it comes to the chop. Oh, you be the first one to get chopped, but you're going to be one of the, what I'm saying? It ain't going to be in your favor. Okay. They get the sandwich, you get the crumbs. But anyway, this is one thing that we didn't cover. And so I figure I'd do it right quick to the two people that asked about it and whatnot. And they're regulars that, that's here come rain or shine. And I don't like to leave people hanging. All right. And if you're new and you don't know the stream I'm talking about, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and go. Now, I'm going to cut through a lot of the fluff, so we're not here for 25-30 minutes. But if you're a music fan, it probably seems like there are literally thousands of music labels out there, because this is how I got into it. I'm like, Sly, this don't make no sense. But he gave me the short. I'm going to give you the long. No, I'm going to give you the skinny. Scattered across the world, new record companies are created every day to cater to niche audiences and music styles. Now, of course, this doesn't apply to indie labels, okay? And Sly he explained how and the whys that a lot of people skip over smaller labels and go to the big, giant, massive labels. Some people just like the limelight instead of turning numbers, but hey, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get it. However, just three major labels ruled the global roost. I remember when it was a big six. I'm an old guy, and then it went from big six to big four, then big four, here recently to big three. So here we go. EMI was once one of the big boys, but Universal Music Group purchased them in 2012. And so that was number four. That's when it was a big four. EMI was number four. So all I had to do is keep reading. So where once there were the big four, now there's just big three. Sony BMG, Universal Music Group, Warner Brothers Music Group. These labels make up almost 80% of the market, or even more depending on the year, although it was estimated to be about 2/3 in 2016. Now, this is the part that I struggled with. So they're gonna make it simpler for me to digest. Artists who have signed to one of the major record labels are either signed to the central label or signed to a subsidiary of that label. A band might be signed to Sony, or it might be signed to Columbia Records, which is a subsidiary of Sony. Basically, Sony owns them. I remember when Columbia was a standalone, but that was a very long time ago. They used to have this deal where it used to come in the Sunday paper and you could mail it in and you get 10 records for a penny. It was, yeah, of course there was a catch. You had to buy X amount, but at the end of the day, I always came out ahead, way ahead than what I would if buying off the shelf. But that's just me. These subsidiary labels have their own staff. They sign their own artists. They make most of their own financial decisions, but in the end, they must answer to the parent company. I'm quite sure Sly probably could tell us they probably got their own A&R person. They probably got their own, they own this, probably have their own, their preferred studios and blah, blah, blah that they go to. And what I learned from Sly, all that stuff comes out of your budget. But that's the scam part right there, in my opinion. The main company sets its overall budget and makes decisions regarding things like reducing staff. Poor performance can close the subsidiary. Its artists would then be distributed among the other subsidiaries under the major label. In this respect, the hierarchy structure of a major label can be quite complex, and it can differ a bit from label to label. So basically, all right, so you were signed to Columbia or EMI or whoever, and then this group swallows them up. So basically, the way I'm thinking, basically they bought your contract from the people that you were signed to. Okay, so you gotta meet the new boss, same as the old boss. These big three record companies also occasionally offer distribution to indie labels. Under these deals, the major label offers these independent releases to stores along with their own releases, but they do not have a say in what albums the indie releases or how the indie manages its label. Now, I would need some more input from Sly and Truth on how that worked. Controversy over the big four. Universal Music expressed interest in purchasing EMI in 2012 and made an offer of $1.9 billion. I'm holding my pinky up to the side of my face like I'm Dr. Evil. Consumer watchdog groups released a report encouraging the government to halt the deal on June 14th, stating that the buyout would cause major issues within the industry. They felt that the new mega power would be able to disrupt pricing, costing consumers significant amounts of money. Makes sense. A congressional hearing was held on the issue, and it was examined by European authorities as well, because a lot of stuff goes on overseas too, mainly in Europe. After several months of debate, American and European regulators approved the takeover of EMI. Universal Music gained access to the work of some significantly major artists, including the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Lady Gaga, and Kanye West. And Sly just done a thing about David Gilmour and him selling the what do you call it? The rights to the music, I guess, the catalog. Sold the Pink Floyd catalog for X amount $1 million. And I thought it was cheap, but Sly, he did say, and I was thinking this, but apparently he knows more about it than I do. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with why David Gilmour got rid of it. I don't know. The sale created a huge shift in the industry, consolidating power to the big three and changing the business landscape. The big three now controlled the vast majority of the music market. Some artists moved to smaller independent labels or opted to self-publish in response in an attempt to gain control over their own works and careers, which makes sense because, man, I didn't want to be signed to them. That's what to Universal. That's why I signed with EMI, and then 5 years later, damn, now Universal then bought EMI. God dang, I got to get out of here. So that's pretty much it. That's the short version of it, you know, because it's only so. I know the music from the front side. I don't know the music from the back side like Sly do. I just know music from the front side. But there you go. Easy squeezy lemon peasy. And that's it. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.